guys, today I'm filming my Hit It or Quit It Thoughts on Hauls number 63. If you guys have never seen one of these videos from me before, I have a playlist linked down below. And basically I am just reviewing all of the products I featured in a haul video 10 months back to let you know my current thoughts on these products. I will have my playlist linked down below in case you're interested in seeing more of these videos from me. I will also link down below the original haul video, and I will list and link all of the items that I mentioned. So first I have just a few things from Sephora, and these were purchased with the 20% off VIB code during the fall VIB sale. And this first product was actually a weekly wow. Sephora hasn't done those in forever. I'm actually very annoyed that they copied the 21 Days of Beauty, and I hope that like nobody chose to buy from Sephora. I was hoping that they would come out with different deals. No, just the exact same ones, which is so stupid and annoying, and I want them to go back to the weekly wows. Like, do some different products, Sephora. Anyway, this was on sale half off, and then I was able to use a 20% off coupon on top of it. So this is a CoverFx Mattifying Primer. This is one of the best primers I've ever used, one of my most favorites, and it is not the most mattifying, but I do think it works well with my oily skin, and it meshes well with my other moisturizers and my other makeup. With some other mattifying primers, either they ball up on the skin or they just feel really sticky, they're hard to smooth out, and then my foundation ends up looking a little splotchy. So this one is one of my favorites, so I will happily use this up, and it's something that I would consider repurchasing again in the future, but only if I can get it about half off, probably, since I always have so many primers in my collection. But I do really enjoy this one so far. Like I said, it is one of my most favorites, and I am really picky about primer. The other thing I purchased was this Sephora Collection Mesh Sponge Case, and this is just a travel case for my beauty sponges. I absolutely love this. It was very inexpensive to start with, and it can hold my little mini Real Technique sponge I use for under my eyes and my full-size sponge I use for my face. So this is perfect for that. It keeps the product safe, but also allows it to dry out. So I definitely recommend some sort of product like that. I like the mesh one better than some of the different plastic cases that are available. And then I think maybe it was like a 100-point perk or something like that. It was a little mini of the Drunk Elephant LaLa Retro Whipped Cream. This is too hydrating for me. I knew it would be, which is why I was using it as a nighttime moisturizer, but I don't love the whip consistency. It's just very, very thick, and I didn't feel like it blended onto my skin easily unless I had some sort of an oil underneath, and then it worked okay. But no, it was fun to try, but it's not something I would consider purchasing. Then I got some stuff from Ulta. The first was the Garnier Nutrisse Nourishing Color Cream in the shade number 93, Light Golden Blonde. This line, or at least majority of the colors, is no longer available on the Ulta website. I'm not sure if it's available in store, and I'm just going to cross my fingers that Garnier has not discontinued this line in general. It is my favorite hair dye. I love the color, and the formula is amazing. It's like a conditioner consistency that's really easy to work through the hair, so I hope they haven't gotten rid of it completely. Then I had gotten a Becca 4-piece beauty break, a mini of the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Champagne Pop, which is too dark for me. I gave that to my sister. It is her perfect highlighter. And then a little mini of the Velvet Blurring Primer. I don't like this at all. This, it says that you need to shake it, and you really do, and I tried in that little mini packaging, but it wasn't easy, and it came out like a thin consistency, and then it balled up on my skin, so I did not like that one whatsoever. It also came with a little mini of the Becca Undereye Corrector. I am currently using this. It's going to take me forever to get through. You only need a small amount of this. It does a nice job of brightening, but it does not correct for me, and I don't even have a ton of darkness under my eyes that needs to be corrected, but I just don't think this has like a ton of pigment, and it's pink. It's not like that peachy tone, so I know some people really swear by this, but I don't see it doing a ton for me. It's something that I will happily use up, but I would not repurchase. And then it came with a full-size Becca skincare product, which was amazing. Usually beauty breaks don't come with a full-size product. So this is the Skin Love Glow Elixir. It is the Glow Nectar Brightening Hydra Complex. I've not used this yet. I need to start pulling out some of my full-size serums to use. It will be a nice nighttime product, but no, I have not used it yet. I will test it and review it for you in the future, though. Then I had a little Freebie mini of the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel in the shade number 3. I did give that one to my sister. This is a full size. I'm using currently in the shade number 1. I love all the Benefit brow products, and I can get away with wearing shade 1 and 2. And this is an amazing product. This was really the first time I had tried it, and I do think it's worth the hype. This tube lasts me absolutely forever. It does a great job of drawing attention to my brow hairs. It gives some hold, it gives some color. I do like the fibers in there. I think it helps to thicken the brows nicely. So this is really one of my favorite tinted brow gels, and I definitely do recommend it, especially if you are able to get it on sale for a great price. And then I had a mini of the Bare Minerals Ready Bronzer in the shade The Skinny Dip. I ended up passing that along. I didn't love the color, and I wasn't wowed by the formula. Then I had tried the Anastasia bronzer in Rosewood. I want the Anastasia bronzers to work for me because I think the packaging is very luxe. I do love Anastasia, but like all the colors are very rosy tone, pink, red, orangey, but like, well, like the tones are like so off for me, and I want to love that bronzer. I like warm tones, but again, they're very pink and red, and they look very unflattering. I tried a light amount. I tried a very like fluffy duo fiber brush, and I wanted it to work so badly, but it just didn't. So the bronzers are a really nice formula, but I couldn't find a shade that would work for me, so I wouldn't personally recommend it. I've tried, like I've been interested in trying a couple other shades, and I think that they're going to be too dark, or again, too pink or red tone, which is just so odd, and I wish not every freaking color in the line was like that. But they do go very deep, which is nice. I would love to see how these look on someone with a more deep complexion. Then I had a little freebie of the CoverFx Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Moonlight. Those are unfortunately too dark for me, so those are things that went into my giveaway. The formula seems amazing, like it's so intensely metallic. You need to be a little careful with it, but unfortunately there really isn't a good shade for me. Then I had the Revlon Color Stay Angled Brow Pencil in the shade Blonde. This is a holy grail product for my mom, but it didn't work for me because it's way too creamy, and I was just going through it so freaking fast. The next thing was the Milani eyeshadow primer. I am using this currently. This is an amazing eyeshadow primer. I would say like from a drugstore, but no, this is just as good as high-end primers. You get a lot of product for your money. It lasts me forever. This is my holy grail eyeshadow primer, and I will continue to repurchase it. I do have a bunch of mini freebie eyeshadow primers that I will use first before I repurchase this one, but if I had to pick just one, it would be the Milani. Next, I had one of the Buxom Big and Sexy Bold Gel Lipstick in the shade White Russian. I didn't love the color on me. Pale nudes that are matte just make me look very washed out, even though you would think the skin tone that can make pale nudes work is pale skin, but I don't like them on me whatsoever. And that was a very slippy, silicone type feel, which is comfortable in the sense that it's not drying, but like really weirds me out for some reason, and I end up just like messing with my lips all day. So that kind of formula is not my favorite anyway. Then I had the Makeup Revolution CoverFx lipstick in the shade Cake. The formula was really nice. It was very pigmented. It had a nice like shiny finish, but it wasn't too slippery. The color was just okay for me. It was a little too deep. It had a little bit too much brown in it. I wish they had different colors because it was very inexpensive and it was a nice formula. Then I have the Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow in the shade Stars and Stories. I think I've used this one time. Shame on me. And out of all the different shades, this seems to be the most dynamic. Very pigmented. It's a beautiful like purpley, taupey, shimmery color. I will definitely be wearing it this winter, and I'm excited to test it more, but it's very inexpensive and it is a nice product, but like I said, I've only used it once or twice, so I can't really give you a good thorough review, but for as inexpensive it is, I would recommend this color. Again, I've seen other colors swatched out. I've swatched them in person, and this one seems to be definitely the most interesting. Then I had the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Ivory. I did do a first impression and follow-up video on this. I will have it linked up in the cards. Basically, from what I remember, it wasn't as mattifying or long wearing or full coverage as I would like, and I had so many foundations at the time, I didn't want to keep something that was just okay, so I did end up returning it. But again, if you want to see me apply it and get more of my thoughts, check out that video. Then I purchased the Dr. Bronner's Lavender Pure Castile Bar Soap, which is what I use to wash my makeup sponges. I don't like using bar soap for my brushes. I just feel like it's harder to get that soap out of the brushes, but it's amazing for sponges. I will continue to repurchase it, and I was so happy when I found it was sold at Ulta. Not all of the scents are, but that product is, and in the lavender scent. I definitely prefer the lavender and the peppermint scent, so I definitely recommend that for washing your brushes. Then I had purchased 2 blushes from IT Cosmetics. These were their Bye Bye Pores blushes in the shade Je ne sais quoi and Naturally Pretty. I did end up returning them unused because I just knew I wasn't going to get the best use out of them, and they reminded me of some limited edition MAC blushes that I have that I don't reach for. And like the main reason I don't reach for them is because they're not in special packaging and they're just in my blush palette. But because I knew I had similar colors that I already wasn't using, I did return them. And those are all the things from Ulta. Next I had something random that was a freebie that I signed up for thanks to Pants XO Deals on Instagram. She always posts these random freebies. Sometimes on Facebook you can find a lot of freebies to sign up for, and sometimes I never get them. Sometimes I get them like weeks later, but I did get this one. It is the NARS Climax Mascara. I've not used this one yet, but it is one of the next ones for me to use. I like to use up my mascaras from oldest to newest, and I keep them all sealed until I open them up, so I'm excited to give that one a shot and see if I really like it. Then I had traded my sister 2 products from previous Sephora plays. The first is the First Aid Beauty Coconut Water Cream. I have not used that one yet, but you guys will hear my thoughts in a 365 Days of Samples update. And then I had the Caudalie Vino Perfect Radiance Serum. I don't like the scent of this. It's not too overpowering, but it just kind of yuck. And it didn't do anything for my skin. The dropper did not suck up the product very well, and I ended up really dumping out a lot of it. So no, I was so excited to get through it because, like I said, I didn't like the scent very much at all, and it didn't do anything for me. Then I had gotten some things from my sweet friend Amanda. She sent me a little sample jar of the Wet n Wild loose highlighter from the Zodiac collection. It was a beautiful shade, but it was a little bit too glittery for me, so I did end up passing that on to a friend. Then she gifted me the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in the shade Tropic Hues, which is a really pretty like peachy coral color. Looks like that. It's a really pretty shade. I do enjoy this formula a lot, and Laura Geller products have been popping up all over TJ Maxx and Marshalls for the past several months, and things will end up restocking. So I've been tempted to buy other blushes, but I think I'm just content with this one. It is a very pretty color and formula, and I would recommend it, especially for the great discounted price that has been at TJ Maxx. Next, Amanda had gifted to me one of the Lancome Matte Juicy Shakers in the shade Beige Vintage. I believe it was a very pretty color, and it's an interesting formula. It just is not a shade that I reach for a ton, and the formula is really cool, and it is very pigmented compared to like a regular Juicy Shaker, but it wasn't the easiest to apply. So I think the concept is cool. It's just not my favorite product in practice. Then she had given me the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade Star Woman. I really do love this formula from NARS. It is a very comfortable liquid lipstick that doesn't set completely. This was a beautiful red, and I really wanted to keep it, but I just don't wear red enough, so I did pass this on to my friend Jean, who wears red lipstick all the time. Then she had gifted me some nail polishes, the Bliss Polish in Sweet Sentiment, which is a really pretty mint with some gold glitter pieces in it. And then we have some polishes from Pretty Serious in Gloomy Kitty and Pookie. It's a purple and a blue. I've worn the blue and it's really bright and very pretty. I haven't used the purple one yet. Then she gifted me some skincare products. The first is the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion Scrub. She did give me, I think, a full size, or like it's a big size for sure. It's in my backup stash. I have used up little minis of this in the past, and I do think it's a really nice scrub, so I'll be excited to get to that. And then she also gave me the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser Daily Foaming Face Wash, which I have not tried yet, and the Kate Somerville Exfoliating Treatment, which I haven't used one that she's gifted me, but I have used a little sample of this in the past, and this is a chemical exfoliant. I'm so used to physical exfoliants. I did like F up my skin a little bit because I was physically chemically exfoliating myself like way too intensely, so I have to be careful with that one. I really cannot use that one very frequently like I can with other physical exfoliators, so it's a good product. I think it does a nice job. You just have to make sure you're following the directions when you use it. Then I had my Sephora Play from November of 2018. The freebie was the Tory Burch Just Like Heaven perfume. I probably didn't like it. I'm very picky with perfume, so if I did like something, I would remember it. I really enjoyed like maybe like 10 perfumes out of like, I don't know, 50 perfume samples that I've tried. Then I had the Moroccan Oil Protect and Prevent Spray. I actually just used that up, a little spoiler, for my 365 days of samples. And I did really enjoy that one. It smelled really nice, but I have so many other leave-in products, detangling type products, I would not repurchase it, but it was good. Then I had the Dr. Jart Ceramide Cream Moisture Retention Shield. I have not used that one yet. You will hear my thoughts in an upcoming 365 days of samples. I had a Mini Clinique Pep Start Eye Cream. I've used these up in the past and it doesn't do anything for me whatsoever. It is like the most basic an eye cream can be, so I would not repurchase it. Then I have, actually, I'm going to swatch this Essence eyeshadow for you too while we're here. I know I should definitely swatch more in my videos. So right here is the Essence eyeshadow. So pretty and reflective, right? Love, love, love it. Okay. Well, I love the way it looks, but I haven't used it enough. Okay. Then the next makeup product from the Sephora Play was this mini cream lip stain from the Sephora collection, which is a formula I really love, and they have like 100 shades or something crazy like that. And this is in the shade number 40, Pink Tea, which is like more like a gray beige nude. Like, yes, there's a little bit of pink in it, but like I don't look at this and like think that it's a pink color. It's definitely more of like a pink tone gray beige, and I really do love this formula. It does not completely set down, but it isn't like a creamy liquid lip either. It's somewhere in the middle. They're very affordable. It's a really nice formula, and I haven't used this shade a ton. It is in my chopping block, so I will give you an update on it in the next couple months, but I do really recommend the formula in general. And then I had a little mini of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Loose Powder. I hated this, and you guys know how obsessed I am with powders, and I can tell you not all translucent loose powders are the same. This one caked up on my face and on my sponge so terribly. I felt like I needed to apply so much to set my skin. I would much rather use the Dermablend and the Laura Mercier translucent loose powders. Those are my absolute holy grails. This one was wretched to me. Then from Influencer, I had tried the L'Oreal Unbelievable Brow in the shade Blonde. Y'all, this was so terrible. It was not very pigmented at all. It was like a silicone texture, so it just slid right off your skin, right off your brows. Sorry, my hair is driving me bonkers. And it did not go onto skin or brow hair well at all. It was a good color for me, but I couldn't really tell because I couldn't get the product to stick to me, so I did declare that one. I didn't love it very much at all. Then from Pinch Me, I was able to test out the Garnier Skin Active Balancing Facial Mist with green tea, and this was a full-size product, so that was really exciting to get that for free, and it didn't do anything for me. It is just like a facial mist, so it's something that is a refresher. It's not a setting spray at all, and I did not like the green tea scent because it did literally smell like green tea, which was just kind of like sickening to me. It was a little too sweet, so I did end up passing that one on. From Derma-E, I had gotten the Advanced Peptide and Collagen Moisturizer and the Firming DMAE Eye Lift Eye Cream. I did end up passing both of these on to a friend because I had so many eye creams, and the moisturizer I did try, but it was very heavy on the skin. It didn't sink in quickly, so I gave it to one of my more dry skin friends. Then from Pixi, we had gotten some little travel sizes of the Glow Tonic and the Rose Tonic, and I kept some for myself, and I had given some to my friends as well. The Glow Tonic is something I absolutely love. That is my go-to daily toner. I will continue to repurchase that. It will take me forever because I still have like the big size from last holiday, and then I've got like a 3.4 ounce bottle. I've got the small bottle. I have so many bottles of that, but I really enjoy it. And then there was the Rose Tonic, which you guys, the product is like the same formula, which is nice, but the scent is so rose. It is so strong and floral, and I cannot stand the scent. Unfortunately, there were so many products in that rose line I would have loved to try the formula of, but I could not get past the scent, so I did end up giving that to a friend. I gave it to my friend Amanda, who loves Pixie and she loves rose. It was perfect for her, but I just could not handle the scent personally. And that is it. Those are my thoughts on all the products that I hauled from November of 2018. I would love to know your thoughts on these products in the comments down below. I hope you guys still enjoy these videos for me. These are still definitely some of my favorite videos to film, and it always reminds me about products that I need to test more and show more attention to, like this Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow. And I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.